Welcome back to Miss Joan Uncut with me, your host, Miss Joan, back with some new commentary. Baby, I'm just as surprised as y'all because I didn't know Sean did an interview with Goomba Child.
Surprise, surprise. Surprise, surprise.
Okay. And so we're going to talk about it. Before I first do, I want to just thank all my subscribers, my day ones, my new subscribers. I'm so serious when I say this. Y'all can watch anyone on here, but y'all choose to come over here and let me entertain y'all and give y'all commentary. And I really do appreciate you for that. So, you know how we do over here? We spectate, we do not participate in any drama of any kind, and we get right into it. So, let's get right into it. Child was over being nosy over on coffee on Sean's. By the way, this link will be in the description box. And he has a whole series. He is, baby, when I say he tearing Jag ass up, he eating her up. I don't know what Jag really did to Sean, but he making sure she pays, child. So as I'm looking, I noticed he's doing what they call a monster series where he's calling her monster and he's interviewing people close to her. So I noticed he interviewed Goomba and I thought, why not? Let's talk about it, right? It's content. So the interview pretty much starts off with Sean shouting out Goomba, giving him his props for getting himself out of the situation he was in when he was with Jag and not looking back, because there was things he could have done that he didn't do. And I took that as though it's pretty much like he could have really flipped out on Jag. We've seen it. We watched it play out in real time, and he did not do that. And I have to give him kudos for that as well. So then Sean goes to states that it even took Sean a while, right, to really see what was going on when it came to Jag. Sean then goes to start that he had got some information, child, okay? And the information he got was Jag was trying to set up Goomba with a SWAT situation. And so pretty much he goes to explain that the woman that Jag used who worked at the VA, he weaponized her, right? And she still works there, by the way. And pretty much weaponized her in helping set up a SWAT call on Goomba because the lady was so worried because of the information Jag was giving her. So the lady ended up sending these text messages directly to Sean on the things Jag was saying. And it pretty much was Goomba's address in these messages. It was messages saying that Goomba was trying to off himself. And because of what happened to Goomba when it comes to the VA and the SWAT situation, the VA even had to change protocols, child. And I'm like, Jag out here weaponizing people for what reason? I'm not surprised, though. It's Jag we're talking about. So then Sean goes to say that once Goomba actually left for good, right, Jag tried to actually throw the lady herself, which we're not surprised by, right, under the bus, saying that the lady is the one who did all that. And Jag, and to find out, it was literally Jag all along. Again, we're not surprised, right? And she had the lady so worried that the lady pretty much felt that she had to intervene with child. Yeah, it caused a lot of issues with that. But then Goomba go ahead and he just like chimes in and he says that, that's what's wrong with the audience. They want to believe what the so-called star says, but it's not facts. And Sean agreed. And I agree too. I do not know what all the things you've seen Jag do on this internet, why people are so quick to just believe anything that comes out her mouth is really weird. It's really weird. So then Sean says that Goomba was right all along and that it was Jag who swatted him and that he did right by getting the F away from her. I agree. Sean then goes to say Goomba was having dreams and he was like, remember when you said you was having those dreams that Jag was trying to kill you? Off him. And Sean says he really felt that was something that was really getting ready to happen to him because look, men can have intuition too now. It ain't just women. Men can have it too. And so then Goomba then goes to say that Jag let it out her own mouth, child, her own big ass mouth. That the whole reason why she went to Chicago was he was supposed to be dead. I said, what the Jag was trying to kill Goomba? What? And then he goes to say Jag went to Chicago to have meeting with the Panthers to get protection. And Goomba was supposed to be dead. And I'm like, but the Black Panthers don't off people that I know of. I've never heard of them just being assassins. Like, what? Child, but that's what he said. His words, not mine. Sean then goes to ask, well, do you really think she really met with the Panthers? And Goomba goes, yes. And he says he knows this for a fact. Okay, actual factual. He knows this for actual factual, child. That he was supposed to be a martyr, right? And I'm like, I know what a martyr is. So that sounds like a sacrifice, child. So let's read together what a martyr is. It's a person who's killed because of their religious or other beliefs. And then it goes as a verb, kill someone, child. Hope they don't strike my channel for that word, because of their beliefs. And I'm like, then that's kind of deep. You sure you're not exaggerating? Okay, so then Goomba goes to explain that the hit would have made him look like a martyr, and that it would have been for the veteran awareness, and it would have been for to get money, right? Honey, even just talking, just saying it is confusing. So what I gather from it is that it would have made Goomba look like a martyr, right? It would have made him look as though like, oh my God, poor Goomba, he was, his self. And the whole purpose of Jack doing this would have been for some money. Now let me ask y'all in the comment section, do you think Jack would she do something like that? Do you think she would have had somebody put a hit on Goomba just so she could collect some funds? I mean, child, I wouldn't put nothing past her. I'll be very frank. So then Sean goes to ask, has Jack tried to contact you? And Goomba replies, yes, she's been trying to contact me. And that's the reason why I changed my number. And the only reason why I do believe that is because if you've seen Jack, even on live, she's contacted TJ. She still contacts JP Johnny Popcorn. She still reaches out to people from her past. So yes, I believe that is very much possible. Sean then goes to say that Jack has mentioned that Jack used to be jealous of the rapper Yo-Yo. And Sean has reached out to Yo-Yo and stated she never dated Jack. Then Sean goes further to explain that Jack said that when her and Goomba were together, that he was extremely jealous of Yo-Yo because of their relationship. Child, Goomba went ahead and clarified, okay, that is not true, which I think we know, but that is not true. And that Yo-Yo is a beautiful woman and has a beautiful spirit and is about her business. The only thing he states that he was jealous of was that Yo-Yo was doing what Jaguar was supposed to be doing in relation to her shows and her music and whatnot. Sean goes to then ask, well, have you ever met Yo-Yo? And Goomba replies, yes. Sean then clarifies that Yo-Yo said that they had never dated and that she has clearly lost her marbles. Her words, not mine. Then Goomba went ahead and pretty much agreed, right? He went ahead and agreed, and that he doesn't think that they have dated either. He don't believe that Yo-Yo and Jack ever dated, and Jack was just saying that to try to make him jealous. Then Sean goes to let Goomba know that he has spoken to Sam Jr. and that he vindicated him about the abuse that Jack claimed that Goomba did to her, and that the most he ever witnessed Goomba and Jack do was argue. And that was the only thing he ever witnessed and said. And then for the most part, that Sam Jr. did say that Goomba was very kind to him. Goomba pretty much says that he knew Sam was going to tell the truth anyway, and stated that he was good at heart. Sean then asked about a few things said about his mother and asked did he believe the things that Jack was telling, saying about his mother to him. And Goomba pretty much replied with a straight no, child. And I was like, how a woman that didn't grow up with your childhood, don't know anything about your childhood, wasn't there going to tell you about what your mama did to you? How does that work? Somebody care to explain that shit to me? Whew. I don't know how y'all let Jack get in your head like that, but the shit is weird. Sean then goes to ask, was him and Jack together at the time, around the time when her older son, Giovanni, passed away? Goomba pretty much states they didn't get together till a year after Giovanni passed away. Then Sean goes further to ask, well, has Jack ever spoke about him besides the fact that he had passed? Goomba says that just the things that he did in the past and for the reason why he passed, and that's it. So it don't sound like she really mentioned too much, but are we surprised? Because she pretty much like disowned him, so she wasn't going to really say too much. Next, Sean asked about esoteric, and he wanted to know, was that a real thing or just something that was fun in games? Well, Goomba busts out laughing, child, and I mean a good old hearty laugh, okay? And says that he never seen that woman a day in his life, child. He pretty much went Mariah Carey esoteric and said, esoteric who? Child, y'all know I'm petty and messy, but I mean no ill will. Sean then states that, they made it seem as though like they was being shacked up, child. You know how the elders say, y'all being over there shacked up. Goomba pretty much replies and responds that it was an ignorant. Oh, child. Okay, look, what I'm about to say next. Hey, boy, homeboy. I'm just doing commentary. All right, that's it. Goomba goes to explains that it was and I quote, it was that ignorant nigga Denot and a little makeup shit that he did. We gonna move that right along, chat, because that one right there, y'all already know I will call security so motherfucking quick. Okay? I haven't been trained for that type of level of crazy. Okay? I'm just saying what Goomba said. Then Sean pretty much slides in and say, well, I figured that much because I had to curse her ass out too. And quote, Goomba started laughing again. Let me tell you, these two had I like their conversation for the most part because they did a lot of laughing, cracking jokes. It was very lighthearted, right? It was very just like a casual go with the flow. It was like an interview, but type like, we cool. I didn't mind it. Sean then goes to continue and say that it was weird, right? Because he was like, well, where the F is Goomba, right? And didn't y'all date? So I guess he was like wondering why Esoteric didn't really know what the hell Goomba was at. Baby, let me tell you something. Sean had to catch himself so many times because he was ready to go in and jag. Like, he was start and stop. He'd be like, you stupid dumb bit, stop. He'd be like, yeah, because that dumb bit and stop. And it's like, honey, he don't like jag. If anyone ever tell y'all that SeanDavieWay likes Jaguar, right, they are lying to you. So then Sean goes to ask, is there any chance that he'll ever get back, together with Jag? And Goomba, I mean, he yelled and he was like, hell no. No. Like, literally, he sung it. And I think we all laughed. I laughed. I was like, yeah, I don't know why y'all think that man gonna go back to her. She put that man through hell. So then Sean goes to say that Jag got this weird ass new dude. Y'all know who he talking about, right? The big homie over there. And Jag keeps bringing up Goomba, right? Goomba interjects and says, just like how Jag used to bring up all her past dudes when they were together. And you know what I'm saying? And people kept asking how he felt about it. And Sean agreed. Because he said, yeah, I agree, because she just keeps bringing you up, right? It's a repeat pattern. Whenever Jag, she's like a Black Widow spider. When she finished devouring a big homie over there, she gonna do the same thing to the next dude. Watch what I say. So then Goomba says that he doesn't give a F, right? He doesn't give a fuck. And then Sharm chimes in while he was saying that and said Jag needs to realize and that Jag still wants Goomba. He realized that Jag still wants Goomba. Now, let me ask y'all, do y'all think Jag still got feelings for Goomba? Like, I'm dead serious, because I don't know if she has feelings, but I think she has, like, a hard time letting him go. So then Sean asks next, like, Goomba, well, do you think Jag still wants you? Goomba pretty much responds like, he doesn't know and he doesn't give a fuck, child. Now, that's the answer of a man who is done. Sean then asks Goomba, could he imagine where he would be if he would have stayed with Jag? And Goomba pretty much responds, he would either be dead in jail, but most likely he would be in jail than dead. That's when you know you got to get away, child. When you feel like you might have to take a person out or it can end you up behind that clink, it's time to go. Hey, if you with somebody and you ready to take them out, leave. They ain't worth it. So then Sean goes to ask, when y'all were together, did Jag cheat on you, with that female at the club or anybody? Goomba replies he doesn't know. He doesn't give a fuck. And he had figured that out, that he was being used for his mind, body, and soul. My body, my soul. Child. Jag is a Black Widow, child. Y'all say what y'all want. So then pretty much the next question was Sean asking Goomba, when he was there, right? Did he see himself hurting her and going there? Did he ever see himself wanting to put his hands on Jag? Goomba paused, child. He paused. And then he laughs and says, and Sean goes like, well, you can answer honestly. It's just a theory. Goomba pretty much says, well, that last incident that they had, yep, I quote, yep, at the cigar lounge. And that was the time I think he left. He left after that because he actually saw himself hurting her. Sean then asked, well, what happened? Can you refresh my memory? Goomba says that when they walked away, Jag kicked him out the car, right? That's what made him walk away. Baby, hold on. Let me say this over because it was so funny. Goomba says that when that caused him to walk away, Jag ended up kicking him out the car on a Sabbath day with Aaliyah's baby. And Sean was like, Aaliyah's baby, and bust out laughing like, child. I'm like, oh shit, he talking about Legina, child. Oh my God. That's when he knew he was done with Jag. And that's when he was just like, fuck everything. Fuck the YouTube, the money, the tech, everything, the band, everything. And Jag is only worried about herself. I concur. So then he goes to say she wasn't worried about no marriage. She wasn't worried about no family or shit. She wasn't worried about nothing. Sean then asked, well, besides the time she would wear a diaper on the road, did she wear a diaper any other time? Goomba laughs again and says no. And Sean asks, are you sure? Sean did. And then Sean asked, did you find it gross? And Goomba said, hell yeah. He found that shit gross. He found it weird too. So did I. So, child, when I say Sean could be petty, he can be petty. So Sean petty asked and asked, did Jag stink? And Goomba like, what? And bust out laughing again. And Sean follows with, she looks like she stink. Like between her legs and under her arms. Does she stink? I'm like, yo, he just don't like that lady. So Goomba screams out laughing and says, hell no, he would never be with somebody who stinks. So then Sean goes to replies, well, I had to just ask because, she looked like she smelled like Pepe LaView. She gives off Pepe LaView vibes. And I'm like, child, I don't know though. I know this Jag always got to show us when she in the shower, child. I don't know, child. Y'all really got to her skin saying she smells. She ain't like that. And when I say this is the interview, I swear this is the interview. I'm not being petty. This is not me. This is Sean and Goomba, y'all. So then Sean goes to ask, when he was with Nikki or seeing Nikki, was this before or after he separated from Jag? So Goomba replies that he was separated already from diaper draws. Goomba words, not mine. He called her diaper draws, not me. Goomba did. And he said, pretty much he had to get away safely first because he feared something would happen. And that's when, this is after the cigar lounge. So I guess he really didn't feel comfortable really dating Nikki until he knew he was far away from Jaguar right ass. So then Sean goes to ask, looking back, does he regret anything with Jag? Goomba says, yes, he regrets the time that he separated from his family and isolated himself from his family and friends, and that he should have listened to them. And that's the part he regrets the most. Sean then goes to ask, is Jag the one who created the isolation between him and his family? And Goomba replied, absolutely. Sean asked, does he think Jag targeted them because he still loved his family? And Goomba replies, of course. He believed that she was jealous of the relationship he had with his parents, and Sean believed that too. And because she didn't have that in her family, and Jag parents, right? And so Sean goes to say, well, I feel like Jag parents loved her, but Jag didn't love her parents. And I was like, damn. So then Sean asked if Jaguar came back to him on bended knees and continuously took all her medication, would he reconsider? Goombas just flat out said, hell no. No, he said no. I said hell no. He should have said hell before that. No. Okay. So then Sean asks, well, why is that? Goomba says, because it's his life and he doesn't want that in his life. Period. Okay. So then Sean says that he just wanted to see, he says, Sean said he just wanted to see where Goomba was mentally, and it doesn't seem like, he wants her. It seems like he's just over her mentally. Sean then goes to say that, he just wanted Goomba to get away from her because he used her. Like Goomba just feels like he used her, and so does Sean. And I agree. I mean, Jack's a user, honey. She uses you if you allow her to. So then Sean goes to ask, well, I wanted to know, I wanted to know, and he asks, now that they're separated, what's going on with the divorce? Because he knows Goomba wants the divorce, but Jack keeps saying she doesn't want one. Well, he says Jack says she want one, but then Sean mentions, but I remember her always saying that if they ever separated, that Jack would never give Goomba a divorce. Goomba pretty much chimed in and was like, yeah, Jack said that she would be a widow before she divorced him. Here's my $1,000 question. Even though Jack feels this way, Goomba, why haven't you started some paperwork? I know it costs money to divorce, but I haven't seen any initiation on wanting to get rid of her. What happened if you meet a lady and you want to marry her or want to be more committed to her? What if you meet a woman and she's like, look, I can't be with you until like you're divorced from that crazy bad? Sir, what you gonna do? Child, look, big homie, the fact that that woman don't want to divorce that man, you gonna always be a side nigga. I'm just saying. So pretty much, Sean then goes to ask, do you think she's on that time, that type of time where like she's just not going to let you go? Goomba pretty much says, of course. Sean then says he don't think that Jack actually wants to divorce from Goomba and that she says that to trigger him. I don't think telling Goomba you want to divorce Jack is going to trigger him, honey. I think it will actually make him happy and free, like big free. So then Sean pretty much feels as though like Jack is just messing with Goomba when she mentions divorce. I know lately she's been saying a lot. This is my message to big homie. Just know, sir, she is not going to divorce that man on her own recognizance. She's not. There's two ways you can look at this. You can either look at this as the upside, as you ain't got to worry about marrying her ass, or you gonna always be a side nigga. That's just two options you got, sir. You don't have no other options, child. So then Sean states that he really thinks that Jax wants Goomba back, right? Because she hasn't been the same since they parted. He pretty much clarifies, she's still crazy and all. But he felt like she hasn't been the same because all the people, like the band that dealt with her, only dealt with Jack because of Goomba, right? Goomba was the point of contact. He was the one that set up all the things. Goomba did all that for Jack. And when he walked away, so did the band and everyone else. Goomba agreed with Sean, right? He like, yeah, that's pretty much the case. So then Sean says that Jack gave him a number of a member in the band and told Sean that this member will tell him that Goomba used to beat her. But when Sean reached out to him, it was the complete opposite, child, right? That's not the case. The man pretty much, or the band member, because I don't know if it was male or female, I think it was a male, pretty much told Sean like, yeah, that never happened. I've never seen him put his hands on her, right? And then pretty much that if Goomba needed him to testify or went to court, he would be gladly to testify against Jaguar ass. When I say people don't really like Jag like y'all think, I keep telling y'all, people really don't like Jag. And Goomba pretty much agreed. And he was like, you know what? I got that same exact call. So then Sean goes to state that the band member said that if anything, they never got physical. They would just argue. Right. And he's never seen anything other than that. So then Sean goes to ask about Philadelphia and asked, did he steal the money? And Goomba replied, he did not steal any money from her. He was like, Sean is like, well, you did give her all the passwords, correct? Goomba replies, yes, I gave her all the passwords. Sean then confirms that that's true because she has access to her Cash App and she also have access to Philadelphia, right? But it's the fact that Jag doesn't know how to work it, right? And she pretty much just let it all fall apart because Goomba and Genesis was the one to set up the site, right? So then Sean had to call Jag. I mean, listen, he called her a crazy bitch and a dumbass. I don't know how many times in this interview, child. And I was like, whoo, child. Thank God it was, whew, whew. So then pretty much, okay, so then, oh my God, child. Sean goes to ask, have Goomba spoken to Genesis? And then he calls her Peter Griffin. His words, not mine. His words, not mine. He called Genesis Peter Griffin child and stated that he hated that hoe. End quote. His words, not mine. And that pretty much, you know, I'm just reporting the commentary, so don't at me at your mama. So Goomba literally like falls out laughing. And he go, no, he hasn't spoken to her. Sean states that, you know, well, she's not innocent because she too put Goomba through all types of shit, like sending to the police to his place. Then Sean goes to say that he glad Goomba is in a better place and that he has no intentions on ever getting back with Jag. And he thinks that this is, you know, it was a huge communication between himself and Goomba with each other due to the energy and the information he was getting. And this is the main reason why he wanted to talk to Goomba, was to clear the things up. And pretty much said because of Jag, because Jag is the effing enemy at this point. Honey. Then Sean comes out to say, that bitch needs to be stopped by all means necessary, child. And that he will be the one to stop her. Honey, this is like a superhero and a villain. Jag is the villain and Sean is the hero. And he's going to stop her by any means necessary. Then Sean doesn't know why Jag is mad about all the interviews that he is doing because everyone like Sam Sr. and Goomba and her son is telling the truth. They're not lying, right? He said that she can't debunk their stories and feels comfortable lying on them. And this is why Sean does his updates with them, because he wants to make sure that people know the truth, right? And then Sean pretty much states that says that Goomba and Sam Jr. was the Sean states that Jag keeps saying that Goomba and Sam Sr. was the problem, and that we see that Sam and Goomba, right, they're doing good in life. And Jag is the one who is homeless and literally finding people on the internet to fuck so that she can have a place to lay her head. And it's pathetic. His words, not mine. And I agree wholeheartedly. Goomba then chimes in. It's like, so this is when Goomba chimes in and he goes, this is like the night and day shit, right? This is just funny. Sean asks, you know, what do you think about the whole, night and day with Jag saying alleged they owe her $50K? We know them men don't owe you shit, Jag. Goomba then said it was funny how they popped her ass, okay, and that they got their justice. And I agree, they got her ass good. I don't even think she really mentions them no more, child. Then Sean goes to lives and say they tagged her ass and they wasted no time. When I said these two was over here getting on Jag ass in a very slick way, they were. And then Goomba says, they were like, bitch, where my money? And Sean just pretty much says, you know what, 2024 is the year that the bitch go down. His words, not mine. Before I finish up this video, I would like to give you a small word from our sponsors. Thank you. Are you tired of the lies and the manipulation of Jaguar Wright?
Around me who do not have open cases, who are also law-abiding citizens.
Are you fed up with the psychotic episodes and voice changes?
What you done to me, pussy? Wait till you see what the fuck I do to you.
Are you tired of the non-stop begging and the $1 per view request?
I want $1 for every view. Because what I am going to do is, until I get $1 a view, I'm going to terrorize every heckler and every hater, and I'm going to make your content, and I'm going to get paid off for you.
Well, so are we. It seems those around do not care to help. So let's be the ones who cares and get Jag help. Let's make YouTube safe again.
This is an ambush. This is a humiliation ritual. Drop down now. They are trying to set you up. Fuck you, you fucking piece of shit. Detroit.
Cause why should we suffer too? Get Jag help. Presented by Got You Bitch Production. Yes, shout out to Gotcha Bitch Productions. Okay, and pretty much that is how the interview went. They just did a little talk with Sean, which is pretty much just like just telling him he's proud of him. He's glad that he's just not going back. I just wanted to note it. Do not by any means, and I mean do not get on SeanDavieWay bad side child. Cause when he got it out for your ass, he got it out for you. So pretty much what I walked away from this interview was they're not getting a divorce anytime soon. Jag tried to put a hit out on Goomba. I'm not surprised. I guess Jag know Black Panthers or Panthers or whatever you want to call them. She know Panthers, child. I mean, the bitch name is Jaguar. It would be only right she know Panthers, lions, and tigers and bears. So miles. I'm just saying, child. This interview was chill. It was very cool. There was nothing like really update on it. So please excuse me if my interview came off like a little all over the place. I just thought it would be something cool to do just to like support Sean and in his movement. Contribute a little bit, do my part. You know, you can't sit here and say you out here to help Jag if you ain't really out here to help Jag, child. And I'm trying to help Jag. But other than that, that was it. The interview was only like 22 minutes long. So I really do hope you stuck it out. If you stuck it out, you know you are a real one. I appreciate you. Please subscribe, like, comment below. Let me know what you think. Do you think Jag tried to really take Goomba out? You know, and do you ever think they'll get divorced? Those are my two top questions. I am very curious to what y'all may say. You know how we do over here, right? I hope everyone have a beautiful rest of their day and bye. Smooches. Mwah.
The kind of girl that you could be down for. 'Cause when I look at you, I feel something tell me